All right, I think we're live, man. Hope so. No, we're live, man. Let's get it. All right, man. We are in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I'm actually stuck here for the next few hours. It's supposed to be in Salvador de Bahia, but my flight from Miami was delayed, so you guys get a live stream. Hopefully it's coming in clear. The best I can do on the Wi-Fi in this lounge. Got a few folks in the building already, man. If the chats are open. And your boy is actually in Brazil right now, man. Yeah, so I took a flight from Vegas to Miami, and then on the flight, before we were about to take off for Sao Paulo, somebody got sick on our plane, man, and they had to delay our flight almost 2 hours. So with that delay, it screwed me over as soon as I landed in Sao Paulo. As soon as I landed here, I immediately knew before we even took off. I'm like, yo, I'm about to be either running through the airport like crazy, or they have to rebook me on another flight. And they rebooked me on another flight for later on this evening, or later on this afternoon at around 3 p.m. Local time here. So I should be in Salvador de Bahia right now. But yeah, we're in this lounge right now, man, in Sao Paulo. How's the quality on your guys' end? Let me know. So in this lounge, they have a whole bunch of food, and they have I got a zucchini quiche slice, some fried chicken bread, and some cheesy bread. That's like they said, it's like a Brazilian cheesy bread. So this is the Brazilian cheesy bread. I'm not sure. I'm gonna see if I can dual stream on IG. That's not that good. Not that good at all. Not that good. No, I can't even live stream on my IG from my laptop. I only have to set up on my computer at the crib. Okay, y'all get me on YouTube, man, exclusively. All right, not that bad. Okay, it's not that bad. Stuck in Brazil, man. I want to come hang out. Ask me any questions, whatever. I know it's probably early back in the US, but my people from Africa, my people from Europe, I know y'all awake, man. Just come hang out, ask me questions, participate in the chat, man. Y'all have no idea, man. I had to fly. I think I have a 24-hour itinerary to get to Salvador. And then we go to Rio on the 12th of November. So I'm only in Salvador for like 3 days. Not bad. Coffee too. Superb. Sorrel, I'm in Sao Paulo right now. So yeah, I'm in Sao Paulo. Supposed to be in Salvador de Bahia, but my flight was delayed in Miami. And once that flight was delayed in Miami, I already knew I had a tight connection to get my flight onto Salvador. I knew it was a wrap. As soon as the flight was delayed in Miami, I'm like, they're either gonna rebook me or I'm staying overnight in Sao Paulo. But I'm in a lounge now, just chilling. So I decided to go live to come kick it with you guys, man, and see how you doing. How are you? Facts. It is almost summer here. But in Sao Paulo, it's actually raining right now, and it's like 68 degrees Fahrenheit. But in Rio, it's like 85 degrees Fahrenheit, typically on average. I needed this coffee so bad, man. That time zone difference between Sao Paulo and Salvador and Rio and Las Vegas, I think it's like an 8-hour difference. It's a 5-hour difference. So it's a 5-hour difference, and we're flying east. So the time zone difference, my body is thinking it's like 6 or 7 in the morning. I'm out of it. So that coffee is really giving me that jump start. Yeah, Sao Paulo is a huge city. I think it's the biggest city in South America, if I'm not mistaken. I think if you count in like all of the Americas, I think Mexico City is probably... Is Mexico City larger than Sao Paulo? Ask ChatGPT or Google, right? Let's see. So first of all, what's the biggest city in the Americas? What's the biggest city in the Americas? If you guys know, put it in the chat, man. Oh, it is Sao Paulo. Whoa. It's Sao Paulo and then Mexico City. Yeah, this is the biggest city in the Americas. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't have a window seat on the way in, so I didn't have a good line of sight when I was actually coming in and flying in. But flying out, I think they upgraded me to first class. So we'll see. I'm in the first 8 rows. Yeah, you got the conversion right, man. And we got a genius in the building. I have to learn that I have to learn that by heart because the U.S. is the only country besides, I think, Liberia and maybe like another country here in South America that uses Fahrenheit. So when I go to other countries, I have to, of course, use Celsius. So that's a good way to do it. Yeah, Sao Paulo is the biggest in the Americas for sure. I think they have I think Google said they had 12 million people that live here. And the next city over is Mexico City. Buck Travel in the building. What's up, Buck Travel? What happened to that girl you matched with on Pop? Hey man, she's in Orlando right now, bro. She ain't here. So what did I tell you? No, but for real, all jokes aside, she was a wonderful, wonderful person, cool as can be, but it just didn't work out, man. The distance was number one for me. On the show, I thought I could kind of make it work with the distance and going like flying out to go see her. But after the fact, I was like, man, no, it's not gonna work out. But she's a wonderful person. Yeah, she's in Orlando right now. She's not here. But man, a lot of people have been asking me about that. I'm like, that show happened like months ago, but I appreciate you guys even knowing that I was on the show like that. But shout out to y'all, man. Got a few folks in the building, man. This is like a ask me anything type of deal. An impromptu stream. Hopefully I'm coming in clear, audio and video. Yeah, it's getting warm, bro. For sure, for sure. But yeah, if you guys do want to get on Pop the Balloon, they have if you go to any of Arlette's videos on her YouTube channel, if you go to if you go to the description box, you can actually fill out a form to be on the show if you live in the US. Any big trips coming up in 2025, Buck Travel, bro? Yes. So, I got Africa. So I'm going to be visiting several countries in Africa. So I'm going to be in Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania, and Rwanda. And I think if Austin Holloman is still in Kenya when I go, I'm probably going to link up with him when I'm out there and see what the real deal is in Kenya, for sure. Is my audio coming in good? Hopefully so. Get this OS. Okay. Yeah. So Africa for sure. I named the countries I'm going to, and I gotta go back to Thailand as a single man. I gotta go. I know people are gonna watch this stream afterwards, but yeah, I would love to go to Thailand. Even if I do have a girl by that time, I still would love to go back to Thailand to like link with all of the content creators out there. So I would love to link with, of course, Zoom to Thailand, Richie Mack, Travelversity. Shout out to Ja. Yeah, and I want to hang out with all of those guys, man, because I see, like, we see so much of their stuff on their channels, like about how nice Thailand is. I actually want to experience that in real life. So let's see. A lot of content creators have been going there. Yes, bro. That's what I've been hearing too. I've already had Kenya on my radar for a while. It just, the opportunity just hasn't brought itself up until now. So I'm able to actually fly out there on the low for almost for free. And I have an upcoming live stream on credit cards too for travel. And that's actually how I got the flight that's going to be damn near free going to Kenya or going to Africa, period, is I use my points. And I'll kind of explain that in a later live stream. But yeah, the Capital One Venture X card is what I use. but I'll go further into depth on that live stream for sure. So you guys can like start flying for free as well. Cape Town, South Africa. Yeah, bro. Cape Town, I hear Cape Town is like the best like soft landing you can have if you're going from the US, the USA, to the continent of Africa. I heard it's the softest landing you can have. They have all like the Western restaurants. The language is English, obviously, and it's just a softer landing if you're going from the US to Africa. If you're not used to that that culture shock of going to a different country and it just being not what you're already used to. I've been to third world countries before, so I'm used to like some type of some culture shock to a degree. But I think going to Africa will be an enriching experience, and I have a really good video coming out soon for you guys as well. It's I filmed it halfway. It's I took a DNA test from my ancestry, so I'm just waiting on the results now so I can finish that video, edit and post it. But I took the DNA test and I'm trying to figure out which African countries my DNA are actually from, so I can actually plan to visit those African countries. It may change my entire itinerary. You never know. So let's see. Thailand is amazing. You can share the love. Of course, man. When I travel, you guys go with me, man. You're gonna be impressed by the thickness and curviness in Africa. No BBLs in Africa, all natural. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting, bro. That's what I'm expecting, man. Can't wait to see it. But I want to also experience the culture as well, because if I find out like I'm like part Ghanaian or part Nigerian or part Cameroonian, I want to visit where I'm from and actually experience the culture and see if I can get citizenship too, because you can actually get citizenship if you do take a DNA test and you prove that you are actually, your ancestors are actually from that country too. So I already have Mexican residency, of course, US citizenship, but to have like another backup passport, bro, come on, man. Buy some property out there too. You are a king without a castle in Thailand. They will wash. I'm gonna say wash your feet. They will wash the sweat off your face. Okay. I mean, like that's living like a king for the most part, man. Cape Town is beautiful. It's just beauty everywhere. Let me move this chat box. Cape Town is just beauty everywhere. Cape Town is more first world. Yeah, it is way more first world, bro. Well, it depends where you are. Yeah, that's true. South Africa as a whole, I believe it's fairly beautiful, but there are some cities that I was told to like kind of be careful. I know that Joburg for sure is a city that I should be careful in as far as like crime and getting robbed and stuff. But Cape Town, I heard, is getting a little bit safer. So we'll see, man. Wherever I go, I'll bring you guys with me, man. As long as I have my phone right here, you guys will come with me. But I'm actually streaming from my laptop right now, just so we can have like the professional experience. But when I'm in Brazil, when I'm in like Salvador and Rio, over the next week and a half, 2 weeks, it'll just be from the phone, because I do not want to like bring this big setup with me onto the beach, you know. I'm trying to link up with International Zoo out there when I'm in Rio too. So you guys never know, you may see some YouTubers you recognize on the channel. So make sure you subscribe to stay tuned, man. Might go grab another coffee, man, because I had a humongous headache landing here and then finding out I couldn't board my flight to Salvador. Crazy, man. Crazy. And it was like coming here was like literally the roughest flight I've had in a while, man. It was straight up like turbulence for like 4 or 5 hours straight. And I was trying to get some sleep because I was trying to adjust to the time zone difference from Vegas to Brazil. And I think I'm pretty adjusted now, because I just forced myself to go to sleep. But I had an aisle seat, so everybody that kept walking to the bathroom or walking past me, bro, they were just like bumping my shoulder. Like every 20 minutes, I'm like, bro, if I had known like how crazy this was going to be, like they kept bumping my shoulder, I would have just upgraded myself to like business class. I would have just paid the premium to go to business class, because business class was nice. But the food on the flight was pretty good. I flew American Airlines, so it's a pretty decent. I think that's American Airlines is actually number 3 in the US. I think number 1 is United, number 2 is Delta, and number 3 is American Airlines. It is what it is, man. They don't really have too many other options to fly all the way here from Vegas, other than, I think, no, honestly, besides like mixing all of the low cost carriers in the US, like Spirit and Frontier, American was the only one that flew all the way to Brazil from Las Vegas. So that was my only chance. That was my only choice. I didn't have Delta as a choice, or a viable choice. I would have to connect somewhere that they have a hub, either in Minneapolis or Detroit. I would have to connect there and then fly down to Brazil. But no, I would rather fly towards Brazil, because flying from Vegas to Detroit is flying up and then you have to fly back down. From Vegas to Miami, I just flew southeast, and then I flew south to Sao Paulo. That makes more sense to me, and it was a little bit cheaper. I wish I'd have paid more to get to Salvador today. Cool. See, my friends just landed in Salvador. Crazy. Crazy. They just text me on the WhatsApp. So they're in Salvador, but I'm not in Salvador. But we're celebrating a birthday. 2 birthdays, actually. And an engagement. And I'll explain it to you guys in a later live stream. It's going to be epic, man. This Brazil trip is going to be absolutely amazing. And honestly, I didn't even plan this trip until like 2 or 3 months ago. And I planned everything for the whole trip. I planned everything in Salvador and Rio for the whole group, because we're a group of six people that we're going from the US. And part of the 6, there is my friend's brother actually got engaged to a Brazilian girl, and they're celebrating their engagement, man. It's gonna be crazy. I can't wait to actually experience the Brazilian culture, because this is the first time I've ever been to Brazil. So far, it's actually pretty decent. My Portuguese is absolute trash. Even though I did like Duolingo for like a full like month and a half, like consistently, my Portuguese is still garbage. I still understand it because it's very similar to Spanish, and my Spanish is pretty decent. So I can still kind of get around, even in the airport when they're speaking Portuguese. I can pick up on the Spanish words and kind of communicate with them that way. So it's cool. What other questions y'all got, man? We got a few people in here. I got plenty of time, and I got another 3 hours. Not gonna stream that long, of course, but any questions y'all got, man? It can be like financial questions, travel questions, personal questions, to a degree. I can't believe how good the internet is here. I'm very surprised. It's not like lagging or anything. Yeah, man, ask me some questions, man. I know y'all don't want to just sit here and watch me eat. It'll turn into a mukbang. But yeah, this is what I'm actually eating right now is Brazilian fried chicken ball or something like that. Like this is what it looks like on the inside. It's decent. It's all right. I just need something to I need something in my stomach, pause, for this flight. And they gave me a meal voucher, so I'm going to use the meal voucher when I leave the lounge before my flight, so I can arrive in Salvador not hungry, because we actually have the birthday dinner as soon as I land. So I have to land, get to the hotel, shower, get dressed, and then boom, head to the dinner. So I'm literally not like nonstop. So I'm doing everything in my power now to kind of prepare for that. So I've already showered here at the lounge, which thank goodness. This is why my next live stream about credit cards is going to be so important, is because all 3 credit cards that I'm going to discuss in the next live stream have lounge access. And once you get out of the country, outside of the US, the lounges are way better. The US based lounges kind of suck, but once you get out of the country, once you get to Latin America, Europe, Asia, these airport lounges get way better. They have showers, all you can drink liquor. I'm not a big drinker, so I may have a glass of wine here and there, but these lounges overseas, like, they're so spacious too, because if you go to a lounge in the US, odds are it's going to be a line to get in, and it's going to be super backed up, super packed, and you're just packed in there like sardines. But once you get far away enough from that, you get into a lounge like this. This is called the Plaza Premium Lounge in Sao Paulo. It is possibly the most spacious lounge I've ever been to. It's comfortable. They have enough food for everybody. They have enough liquor for everybody. They have self-serve beer. They have a full bar that's on the other side of this this area that I'm in right now. And this lounge goes way back. It's like the size of probably like if you guys have ever been to like a Walmart neighborhood market, like the smaller Walmarts, it's the size of like a smaller Walmart, and it could fit a lot of people in here. And these are the lounges that I love, because after a long day of travel, I left the US yesterday morning, and it's literally 24 hours later. I came in here and took a shower, felt like a brand new person, because I'm like, dude, I'm traveling for almost 24 hours. I want to take a shower. Like, I want to relax. And once my flight was delayed, and then here I got rebooked on a later flight, I'm like, yo, I got to find a shower now, because I was planning to just get to Salvador, take a shower, get dressed, head to the beach and chill and relax for a minute. But now that I'm going to be arriving literally kind of late, I got to get fresh and shower now. Let's see. Hospitality is great. Go where you're treated. Bro, what do you know about Nomad Capitalist? What do you know about Nomad Capitalist, man? That's one of the people that I love watching on YouTube, because he actually is a proponent of having multiple passports and having like that plan B when it comes to citizenship. And he is one of the reasons why I now have my Mexican residency along with my US citizenship. And I do want to actually work my way to Mexican citizenship, because I'm going to get permanent residency, I think 2026 in June or July, when my temporary expires after my 3 years, after my first year renewal, because you can convert it to permanent residency after having temporary for 4 years in Mexico. And then you can go from permanent to citizen through some type of process, but you have to take like a language test and a history test on Mexico in order to get the citizenship, from what I can recall. But having multiple residencies and passports, citizenships, all the above, over and beyond what your home citizenship is always a W. It's always a win, because you never know what's going to happen in your country, right? So we didn't know what was going to happen with the US election, right? So if things just went down the wrong path, and like war started breaking out and our economy just tanked in the US, even though that is very, it's very difficult to even think that could ever happen, but it has happened to very, very wealthy countries. It's happened to Venezuela. You know, Venezuela is very oil rich, and the economy still is destroyed to this day, just based off the government and multiple countries in Africa too. So having those multiple passports or multiple citizenships, so you can have a plan B, an escape hatch, so you could just like dip out to a different country and kind of have your life set up there already, is a W, man, because you never know what's going to happen. Empires rise and fall, back up. Yeah, they are, bro. They are, man. That's another reason why I took the DNA test to see where my ancestry is in Africa, because like I said before, you can prove that you are, or your ancestors are, from a specific African country, and sometimes those African countries can actually grant you citizenship, and having the extra citizenship just ready to go, or even buying property out there. If S hits the fan here in the US, you can be like, you know what, I'm going to Ghana. I got a crib in Ghana already. I'm just gonna go live there. I'm out. See y'all. And you just get on an airplane, go to Ghana, you're good. You don't have to be stuck in the US, man. A lot of people were talking about that they were gonna move from the US because of the election. I'm like, most of y'all don't have the resources to even leave the US. And that's why you have to kind of work your way up to do that. Oh man, we got Mr. London Boy for life in the building, man. What's up, bro? What is going on, man? Bro, I haven't even left the airport in Sao Paulo, because I'm supposed to go to Salvador de Bahia. I haven't even left the airport and I'm already loving Brazil, bro. Already loving it. Already loving Brazil, man. I just love anything that's different than the US, because you get to hear a new language. You get to see people that you haven't seen before, like mixes of people. There are people in this country that could pass for like my cousin, my brother, my mom, my sister. There are people that are darker than me, that are darker than my dad, darker than my mom, that don't speak a lick of English and only speak Portuguese. You have the entire spectrum here in Brazil. You have very, very fair-skinned people, and you have very dark-skinned people. Did I just say skinned? You have very dark-skinned people here, and and a lot of them don't speak a lick of English, only speak Portuguese. And you'd be hard-pressed to say like, oh man, it looks like my brother. That looks like my dad. They don't speak any English, bro. So that tells you that we're all connected somehow, man. We are all connected, I'm telling you. If these people took a DNA test, they'll be like, oh yeah, Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, easy. I'm going to the city of Salvador in the state of Bahia. People often get it confused. They think that Bahia is the city. Bahia is the state. Salvador is the city. And Salvador de Bahia is the city in Brazil. I'm gonna get to that, bro. It's the city in the state of Bahia, and it is known to have the largest African influenced population outside of Africa. And I'm gonna show you guys too when I land there. Hey man, my parents watch my channel, bro. Yeah, there are, bro. Yep. Be careful about buying property in Ghana. Yeah, I've heard about that, bro. I've heard about people getting scammed buying properties in Ghana. So that's why I'm gonna go through, if I'm even Ghanaian at all, and they give me citizenship, I'm gonna reach out to Mr. Ghana Boy, Odomaya himself. I'm gonna reach out to him to see if he can connect me with some legitimate people in Ghana to buy property. Let's see. Loads of Japanese in Sao Paulo, the largest outside Japan. Bro, before this live stream, there's actually like 3 Japanese girls sitting on the other side of me, like over there, just sitting at a table. And I was like, wow, there are a lot of Japanese people around here. Like not in a bad way, but it was just a general observation. And I think it was what brought them over here from Japan. Was it I forget, man. I'm horrible at history. But yeah, there are a lot of Japanese people out here in Brazil as a whole. And when I walked by their table, they weren't speaking Japanese, they were speaking Portuguese, which is still mind-blowing to hear someone that you know is from a specific country and they're speaking an entirely different language. Because I understand some Japanese as well. I'm like, well, they're not speaking Japanese, bro. They're speaking Portuguese. We are just a human race. That's true, man. It's true. We have more in common with one another than we don't have in common with them. People often forget that. You know, people look at the color of your skin and they're like, oh yeah, he's not a good person. But in fact, y'all probably like the same type of music. Y'all probably like the same activities. People probably watch the same YouTube channels. We have a lot more in common than you know. And we've been on for 36 minutes, guys. I appreciate that, man. Don't forget the super chats are also open as well. If I get enough super chats, I might upgrade myself to business class. You never know. I don't know if this quiche is still good. The zucchini quiche, it doesn't look that good, bro. I don't know. Nah, I'm good, fam. I'm gonna keep it just with the chicken. And then on the way out to my flight to Salvador, I'll grab like some chicken or something. I can be black here too, right? Nothing but chicken. Bro, yes. Yeah. Bro, why? This is crazy. So Lebanese people are everywhere in Latin America. I've noticed that. They're in Mexico. They're here in Brazil. How? How? I want to know their secrets. How are they everywhere? They even have a Lebanese embassy in Mexico, in Merida. And I was like, wait, Lebanon? Like Lebanese people? And they own like supermarkets down there too in Mexico. I find that insane. I'm like, yo, us as a people, like us as like people, we have no excuse, bro. We can literally make it work anywhere. Like with the Nigerians, bro. When I went to Japan a few years ago, I went to a nightclub and a Nigerian dude was the bouncer taking my cover charge. I'm like, what are Nigerians doing in Japan? But that goes to show you that anyone can make it anywhere if they try hard enough. Because I promise you that Nigerian guy probably spoke perfect Japanese being able to live in Japan. I promise you, bro. We can make it work anywhere. I can move to Brazil and make it work, learn the language, learn the culture and make it work here. Open a business and probably be a lot more wealthy here than I would be in the US. But yeah, man, you can make it anywhere if you try hard enough, bro. It can be any country, any continent, any language. You work from the bottom, you work really hard. You can make it up the ladder, bro. Take it from me. I came from absolutely nothing. I moved to Las Vegas, what, $5K in my pocket? Packed up all of my stuff in my little two-door Honda Accord. And me and my best friend at the time. Well, me and my best friend now, we just drove from Detroit to Las Vegas. And I made it work, man. I made it work. Yeah. Okay, the lounge is getting a little crowded right now. It's like a line for the food now. Y'all want to see the lounge, or y'all want to see at least a little bit of it? I'll see if I can turn the camera around so you guys can see. So yeah, that line back there, I was like, nah, fam, I'm good. I don't know why the camera's zooming in on those people. All right. That is a strange effect on this camera. Holy. Every country has some form of opportunity. You just have to find what they are lacking and work with that. Man, if I had my soundboard right here, bro, like you would get a Dom DeMarco. That is straight facts. Straight facts. How's the food there? I don't know yet. I've only had what's here in the lounge, and it's a very limited selection. But from what I've already had here in the lounge, excuse me, the food's decent, man. I think when I get to Salvador and then Rio, when I actually go to like an actual restaurant, it's going to be fire. It's going to be fire. Because we're going to a couple of Michelin star restaurants in Rio, and I'll take you guys with me as well. So yeah, we're going to some Michelin star restaurants with like a 14-course meal. And surprisingly enough, I'll spoil it for you guys before I even shoot the video. The cost for a 14-course meal from a Michelin star restaurant in Rio de Janeiro, Rio de Janeiro. Oh my gosh, bro, I can't even talk. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, is $112 for a 14-course meal from a Michelin star restaurant. You do that same type of experience or restaurant in the US, boy, that's gonna cost you like $300 or $400. That's it. Sam, obrigado. See, I'm working on my Portuguese, guys. Come on, man. It's crazy that the woman that just took my plates that I was eating from, darker than me, bro. Could speak a lick of English. We're everywhere, bro, and we can make it work anywhere. That should be like a motto. That might be the new motto of the channel, man. We're everywhere and we can make it everywhere. Well, I'll change it up a bit, but I'm a firm believer, man. If you try hard enough at anything, you can definitely master it. I think like 10,000 hours of doing something, you are actually become a master at it. That's what they say. Shoot, I can actually do reaction videos though. I do a reaction video right now. I don't even think I have the setup for it, but actually, I can't even do reaction videos on this channel. Forgot about that. YouTube got me the first time on doing reaction videos. Yeah. So yeah, guys, if you got some questions, let me know. I think once the line kind of frees up, I may take you guys with me to get food. I don't know. See if the camera will actually reach over there. I don't even know what's going on in the US anymore. I'm so disconnected. It feels like I'm so disconnected because the time zone difference it leaves me disconnected from a lot of people that I need to do business with back in the States. Okay. The lighting in here is pretty terrible, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if this will help. dim it down. Nah, it's not gonna work. But I would already assume like the audio is good, and then the video is gonna be a lot better than, is leagues above what my webcam on my actual laptop is. Because I tried the webcam on my laptop, absolute garbage. Absolute. Why would they even put something like this in a computer that costs what it costs, bro? In a MacBook? Why would they put such a terrible camera on your flagship laptop, but make a phone camera better than a laptop? I don't understand, bro. Put a really good camera in the laptop webcam. Good. But no, they put the worst camera in the laptop. Makes you buy the phone. It makes you buy the phone that has a better camera so you can use the camera on the phone. I get it. Apple, man. They got it. They got it locked down, bro. That ecosystem is crazy. I actually sat next to a few Brazilians on the plane right here. They actually live in New Orleans. Out of everywhere in the US, they live in New Orleans, and they were telling me that they moved there just for better financial opportunities, but they always go back to Brazil to visit family and to bring them back gifts as well, because Apple products, for example, they're like super expensive in Brazil, super duper expensive. So they can buy them in the US, preferably like a tax-free state like Oregon, and they buy like a whole bunch of Apple products, like unlocked iPhones, MacBooks, AirPods and stuff, and they bring them to Brazil, and they either give them to family, or resellers also do that as well. They buy a whole bunch of Apple products from the US and they bring it down to Brazil and sell it here, and they undercut the Apple store that's here in Brazil, because they have to pay a whole bunch of tariffs and taxes here in Brazil, and that kind of like doubles and almost triples the cost of every single Apple product. I am curious how much the stuff costs over here as far as like Apple. Brazil. Bro, 10,000 reals. 10,000 Brazilian reals. USD. Bro, the iPhone 16 Pro costs $1,800 US here in Brazil. That's crazy. That's insane. So you can kind of see why they go to the US, because they can actually fly to the US, get the Apple product, come back to the States, and you got a free flight to the US for the price of an iPhone here in Brazil already, which is insane to me, bro. So what other questions you guys got, man, for Brazil, travel in general? I'll even dip into finances as well if you guys want to know how to build wealth, build your credit. If you guys want to know how to manage your money, I'm here, man. Here, man. How long you staying? I'm staying for about a week and a half. A week and a half in Brazil. So I leave on the 19th or 20th from Brazil. And I'm going to another secret city that I'm going to be filming in as well. You guys got to stay tuned for that one. Make sure you're subscribed. And it's a secret that I haven't really revealed yet on the channel. But yeah, I do want to stay longer in Brazil. But I had an opportunity to go to a city that I normally wouldn't have. And I was like, you know what? I'll fly directly from Rio there, and that's another 24 hours of flying from Rio to where I'm going. And that is a 7-hour difference in time from Rio to where I'm going. To give you guys a clue, it's a 7-hour difference and it's west. So you guys make some guesses there if you want to. I know Brazil got some great spots to enjoy at, bro. Yes, they do, bro. It's hard to decide even to where to go. So if tomorrow, Apple Watch is dying. Tomorrow we're all actually going to Afropunk in Salvador de Bahia. So Afropunk is like, have you ever been to like a music festival like Coachella? It's kind of like that, right? It's kind of like an Afro Coachella. Afrochella. I know that exists too, but it's like a Brazilian version of it. But they have had American artists in the past perform at Afropunk. They've had Masego perform at Afropunk in Salvador, and this year I didn't see any American artists on the lineup, but we're just going for the experience, to be honest with you, because it looks lit. Like if you YouTube Afropunk Bahia, bro, it looks incredible. But what stands out the most to me is the diversity of women. Yeah, like I said before, Brazil has, from what I could see with my own eyes right now, they have some of the most diverse looking people in general, because it's such a big melting pot, because they have Africans, they have the Europeans, they have Spanish, they have the Indians or the natives. Is that derogatory nowadays? Calling the indigenous Indians, but they have all of those kind of like mixed together into like one, or like a very few shades. They have people that look like me, like my shade. They have people that are darker than me, people that are lighter than me, people with kinky hair, people with straight hair, people with curly hair. They have a large Japanese population, Lebanese population. I even think they have some Italians out here, because the language of Portuguese here is kind of mixed with Italian. And they have definitely an Afro population as well. So yeah, it's just a big melting pot of people, and it's beautiful just seeing the spectrum of people that can coexist in one country, because you have to think that all of these people have different beliefs, all of these different people look different, and you kind of see them interact with each other. Is very interesting, because it's different than the US, because the USA is kind of very, even to this day, it's kind of segregated, to be honest with you. Of course, people are going to commingle with each other, but for the most part, they kind of stick with their own people. But here in Brazil, I've noticed that like everyone like mingles together, like it's normal and it's natural. Of course, they're going to have racism here to a degree, which I've heard, especially in the bigger cities like Sao Paulo and Rio. But that just comes with people looking different than other people. That's going to be natural. But for the most part, I've been treated well, to be honest with you. I can't complain at all. Even not speaking the language fluently, just knowing a little bit of the language, they kind of love me. They're like, oh, you're trying to speak our language? We love you. Essentially. I'm like, okay, let me default back to Spanish. If you can't speak English, let me default to Spanish, because I can speak to you in Spanish without any issues. But Portuguese, I'm still working on it. I'm like a first grader when it comes to speaking Portuguese. Wow, we've been going for almost an hour, guys. Killing time, man. My flight isn't for another couple hours. But this line is not dying down. I'm trying to show you guys the buffet they have over there. But that line is still on, bro. One second, I gotta reply to this message. Excuse me. Yeah, guys, just throw some more questions out there, man. I don't mind answering personal questions either, man, because I think that adds a certain degree of personality to me, and I'm just like, it's a little different side of me that you guys typically don't see on the channel. Picture X. All right. Just, yeah. So you guys can ask anything, man. I don't mind. Do you plan to visit Dominican Republic? I've already been there, bro. I've already been to DR. I found it at the time. I found it kind of underwhelming, to be completely honest with you. But I heard it's changed since the passport bro movement. So I went to the DR before like all this passport bro stuff started, and it was to me it was like it was kind of underdeveloped because it's like a third world country outside of the resort area. Because I was in Punta Cana. I was like, man, this is kind of like third worldy out here. But I heard it's improved significantly now. So I do have to revisit it, but I want to visit places I've never been before. So the plan before I got the opportunity to go to the secret location after I leave Brazil, I wanted to visit Paraguay. So I was actually I was leaning between Paraguay, Asunción, Paraguay, which is the capital, or spend some time in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and stay in Brazil. But I decided on an entirely different city that you guys will see coming up in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, that's why I was teetering in between. But I will be visiting DR. Probably don't really have a huge need to go there, bro. Probably 2025, or sorry, 2026. Because 25 is pretty much planned out for me already. Please don't breathe. Their demographic. Oh, people don't breathe. Okay. Like, I thought I said, please don't breathe. Like, please don't breathe. That's crazy. People don't breathe their demographic every minute of the day. Like, yes. People identify as Brazilian out here, or Afro-Brazilian. They're never like, oh, I'm black, or I'm this, I'm that. They have like one nationality for the most part, which is Brazilian, or if you have African descent, Afro-Brazilian. Easy. People just get on with survival living. Facts. Huge facts, man. Huge facts. Okay. Cool. I'm just checking my messages to make sure my friends don't need my help. The ones that are already in Salvador. Okay, they're good. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, the reason why I'm like checking up on them a lot is because I made all the reservations for all the dinners. I made the itinerary for Salvador and Rio, and for me to be the key point person and for me not to be there, it's kind of an L. So I have to really be vigilant about the messages, because they may need me. They may need me to provide them with some information. But yeah, this lounge is getting crowded. Good thing I got here early when I did, because I had a chance to take a shower, get refreshed, brush my teeth, wash my face. Man, it's nothing like that when you're traveling like for a long period of time. There's nothing like getting that fresh shower in, getting just being fresh, period. Nothing like it. Nothing like it at all, man. Let me know if we got time, man. Y'all want me to talk about Pop the Balloon or Find Love? Did y'all watch that yet? Did y'all watch that? People are still messaging me about that on IG, on my Finsta. They're like, oh, I saw you on Pop the Balloon or Find Love. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. That was it's like 3 months ago. I'm like, thank you for watching that episode 19. I may go grab another water because that's water is actually one of the keys to overcoming jet lag is just keeping yourself hydrated. I did some extensive research before I took the flight here because I was very, very worried about jet lag because I've experienced it before flying west to Tokyo, Japan, and the jet lag going from LA to Tokyo was insane. I was literally in the bed for almost a day and a half trying to catch up. Like my body was still trying to catch up with the time zone period. And I've read that it's even worse when you fly east. So I'm flying east from Vegas to Brazil. So I was very, very worried about jet lag. And one of the things that some of the articles kind of told me is that you have to just keep yourself hydrated with water and also adjust your sleep schedule to the local time of the place that you're traveling to. So that was key. So I knew that on the flight from Vegas to Miami, that really wouldn't matter. Still get some sleep if you needed it. But the flight from Miami to Sao Paulo, that was the flight that I needed to kind of adjust myself to the Sao Paulo, the Rio, the Salvador, that time zone. So what I did, I aligned myself to that time zone. I changed the time on my phone. And as soon as it was time to go to sleep in Salvador or Rio, that's the time I went to sleep on the plane. So by the time I woke up, it's like 6, 7 a.m. in the morning and we're landing. Cool, I got me a solid 6 or 7 hours of sleep. I'm waking up and it's already daytime over here. And my body is like, okay, it's ready to go. It's not like lagging behind because it's 5 hours ahead over here. So 6 a.m. here when everyone's waking up, that's 1 a.m. where I originated from in Las Vegas. So getting my body adjusted to the time zone difference, water, and then also the sleep cycle when you're on the plane right here. Those are the major keys, bro. Major keys. Ooh, what time is it? 12:46. And we've been on for an hour. Holy, I appreciate you guys hanging out, man. I know y'all didn't have to, but I appreciate it. Let's see here. I'm surprised this internet's still working, man. This is not bad. It's only, yeah, this internet here is not bad. I'm very surprised because typically, like when you get Wi-Fi at an airport, you can't do live streams on it. You're all choppy and lagging and stuff like that. But here is actually it looks to be pretty smooth, man. Y'all let me know if it's like choppy or anything. But yeah, man, I might actually grab some water. Y'all want to go grab some water with me? Yeah, it's right over there. The range should be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some water. Let's go. So I can't see anything, so y'all gotta let me know. Well, hopefully that showed well. Hopefully it didn't like zoom in unnecessarily. I don't know what effect this is, but I'll figure it out, man. I don't know what effect that is, man. I don't like it. Just keep it as is. All right, man. Hang out here for a little bit longer, man. Surprised y'all not getting sick of me. I gotta figure out what effect that is that zooms into the camera, because I want to get rid of that. I don't know what that is. I think honestly that's just like built into the camera. I can't turn it off. I gotta check on my flight, make sure it's not canceled, because I'm looking at the flight board. You got a lot of flights that are canceled, bro. We have a ton of flights that are looking like it's canceled, man. If they cancel my flight to Salvador, bro, y'all want to see me rage quit, bro? Like, I'm not traveling no more, man. Check on this flight real quick. Let's see. It's still on time. It's 1550. That's 350. And it's a 2.5 hour flight. And I didn't know this, guys, but Brazil is very close to being the size of the contiguous USA, if y'all didn't know. So we can just say roughly that the US is almost equal in size to Brazil. And if you live in the US, you can already understand how different the East Coast is from the West Coast of the US. And you can only imagine here in Brazil how different the East and West Coast are over here. Well, the West side, because there's no coast on the west part of Brazil. But you can just see how diverse it can be, even with like the language is probably even different too. The accent's probably different in different places in Brazil, just like it is in the US. I'm so glad I took that shower. Guys, I had the largest headache I have ever had this year. And then that was stacked on top of missing my flight to Salvador. I was not having it today, man. Not having it. I'm so glad I was able to like kick it with you guys for a minute. Wow, I finally get the welcome to Brazil text message from my cell phone provider after I've been here for like 3 hours already. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Crazy. Can't wait to get to Salvador. I do plan to cut my hair while I'm out here too, because I'm gonna be out here for a while, man. What can't be out here looking crazy? So got the clippers with me, cordless, of course, because the voltage out here is a little different. So you have to have an adapter, but even with the adapter, your clippers that you plug in to cut your hair, the clippers that you plug in, they're still not gonna be right because of the, I guess like the hertz are different too. Like this is, I think it's 50 hertz over here and it's 60 hertz in the US. And that difference in hertz makes the clipper go crazy. Happened to me in Peru. I was like, oh, when I was in Peru, couldn't cut my hair, couldn't keep it crispy. And I was like, oh man, I gotta make sure the next time I come down to South America, I have everything ready to go. So I got cordless clippers, and I'm gonna be cutting my hair down here too. Or this may actually make good content. I may just go to like a Brazilian barbershop, get my hair cut and just vlog that. I don't know, or live stream it too. So I'll be like, yo, give me an Afro-Brazilian barber or Dominican barber. One of the two. One of the two, bro. Because they know how to cut our hair. Because we're the same people. We literally are the same people, man. Afro-Brazilians, Colombians, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, we're all the same people, man. Just different islands and different countries and different languages, but we're all the same people. The people in DR that look like me, or I look like them. The people in Puerto Rico, we look very, very similar. Even in Colombia, Brazil, your relatives are out here somewhere, bro. I promise you, in Latin America for sure. Yeah. Just chilling, man. Just chilling. Probably got another few minutes in me, man. I'm actually trying to take a nap. Take a nap before this flight, because as soon as I land, I'm like, I gotta be on as soon as I land. Probably have to deal with some problems or some issues as soon as I land with this hotel, because no one speaks English. Find someone that speaks Spanish or English. So I think I actually called the hotel to have my friend's name added to the reservation so they can check in, because since they're arriving to Salvador before I get there because of my flight delay, and they said they couldn't do it. So I have to figure out why they couldn't do it, because that's going to cause a disruption in our itinerary for the night. Taking some vitamins. Guys, we can talk about health too, man. Your boy is in the gym at least 3 days a week. So we can talk about wealth, health. We can talk about modern dating. We can talk about anything, man. Y'all need some advice on dating. Y'all need some advice on getting in the gym. You guys need some advice on getting money, getting your money right, stacking it. I'm right here, man. Literally, I haven't ever disclosed this before, but you got somebody that has a decent chunk of change in equity and in stocks. So I'm someone that actually knows what they're doing. So if you want to build your wealth, let me know, man. All for free. I don't charge for anything, bro. The Uber is less than $15 and it's a 30-minute drive to the hotel. Bro, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Like, come on, Brazil is a W, man. 30 minutes in an Uber in the US, they gonna ask you for your arms and legs, bro. Like $50. Ask anybody in LA. They get an Uber to LAX to fly out. $50-$60 one way. It's 15. Yeah. So I take. Let me talk about health, man. Go to the gym 3 days a week, minimum. Even when I'm here in Brazil, each hotel that is booked here, they have a gym. I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be in there, bro. I'm gonna be in the gym. I'm gonna really cut down on the liquor, on the alcohol while I'm out here. I'm gonna at least try. At least try to. And I'm definitely gonna go for a run on the beach at Copacabana once you get to Rio, because the hotel is right across the street from the beach. And even in the hotel room, I'm going to be doing calisthenics too. So calisthenics is just using your body weight to work out, and that helps, especially if you're active or on the road a lot and you're away from the gym. Calisthenics is the way to go. I typically try to aim for 100 push-ups and 100 crunches every day, and that will help build your physique as well, along with your diet as well out here. Especially, like, they have real food out here. From what I hear, they have real food. They don't put like any preservatives or any of that extra stuff that they put in the food in the US. So they have natural food out here. So hopefully I'll be losing a little bit of weight out here too, eating at the restaurants. Bring you guys along, of course. But yeah, eating well, man. I get, as far as like protein, my macros, I get about 150 grams of protein a day or more. And when I'm in the US, it's pretty easy to hit. In the morning, I have 3 eggs. And then I have some Greek yogurt after that. Lunch, I have a can of tuna. And then I go to Chipotle after work and get double chicken, a double chicken bowl when I go to Chipotle. Boom, you got 150, 160, 170 grams of protein right then and there from 3 meals. So let me actually reply to my friend. The Uber is less than $15. That's so crazy cheap. It's so crazy cheap. Yeah, man, we just out here chilling, man. So y'all, if y'all got questions, man, about anything, let me know. I don't charge for advice or anything. So if y'all have like relationship issues, money problems, struggling to get in shape at the gym, ask your boy, man. I'm here. Got time to kill today, man. And my laptop is dying when you plug it in. Oh, don't zoom in on my shoulder. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Yo, this camera effect is wild. It's like looking for my face. All right. Yo, that effect is so crazy. It's so creepy too. Yeah, what other YouTuber is keeping the quality up on their live streams when they travel like this, bro? I don't know too many. I don't know that many, bro. Even on the road, we still got the professional setup with the chat in the corner. Even I think like professional YouTubers do it, like Kai Cenat, I Show Speed, but they got like teams of people that do their live streams, like set everything up for them. All they do have to do is just show up. But you know, you got a YouTuber here that does everything himself, keeps the production quality high, or as high as possible, man. Especially when you're abroad, that's very difficult to do. Let's see if I can shrink this chat box. Man. I think I'm gonna do a video on the women in Brazil. I think I'm gonna do that. I think people want to hear about that. All right, y'all want to hear about that? I want to hear about the girls in Brazil. Oh boy. I try to keep that stuff kind of like private, but I think that may help the channel grow a little bit more. If I kind of like start like featuring girls on videos on my channel. We'll see, man. You guys are about to see at least 2 or 3 vlogs that I have already with like different people that I know in Mexico. So look forward to that. I should actually work on that while I'm here, but I'm hanging out with you guys, man. So I got another hour here. I definitely want to eat or bring some food by the time I get there. This Apple Watch is going to die by the time I get to Salvador. All right, man. We got a few people. Man, y'all been hanging tough for a minute, man. I know we got a few people in here. Y'all don't have no questions about like life, health, wealth, women. Let your boy know, man. Oh boy. Uh-oh. I can't be doing that, man. Be on it. I can't be on it. It's 1 p.m. here. I gotta stay up. I gotta force myself to stay up. Because if I fall asleep right now, man, it's a wrap. I'm gone. I'm going for the evening. Yeah, I think I'm gonna definitely do a video on the women of Brazil, man. It's such a spectrum that it's hard to kind of imagine if you never really traveled here before. It's a spectrum that you've probably never seen. Okay. Damn, look how many flights are canceled, bro, or delayed. Oh, there's actually more flights that look canceled or delayed than flights that are going out. That's scary. I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna check on my flight real quick. Check on my flight, guys. 1 second. I know it's gonna try to look for me. I don't even see my flight up here. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, my flight wasn't even on that list, but I'm looking at that flight board and it's looking mad cancel-y, man. Damn. All right, guys, super chats are still open, man. I'm trying to get upgraded to business class for this flight. If anybody in the chat actually has like points of contact out here in Salvador or Rio in Brazil, let me know. We'd love to kick it with a local so they can kind of show the group around the city. And I'm going to also show you guys a reggae concert out here too. That's going to be on an upcoming vlog from Rio. I got a buddy that actually is a piano player for one of the Marley brothers. So yeah, you guys are gonna see that on the vlog too, man. I can't wait to show you guys Brazil, like for real Brazil. I got the Osmo Pocket 3, and that video quality from that doggone camera is sensational. So you guys are about to see that in high quality and have some a little bit of voiceover here and there. Y'all know how my vlogs kind of be, man. Getting better and better with every vlog. I gotta let my parentals know I made it safely. Kinda. Going to Salvador, but stuck in Sao Paulo for 5 hours. Kinda made it there already. This lounge, Plaza Premium Lounge in Sao Paulo, I gotta say it's one of my favorite lounges in Latin America. I gotta say it's one of my favorites, man. They don't play. They got showers, they got beer, they got a full bar, they have space. They have space for everybody in here. When I was in Miami, oh my gosh, dude. They had us stuffed in there like sardines, bro. I mean, the food was decent, but being like shoulder to shoulder with like your partner, like your person next to you, and as a complete stranger, no, I'm good, bro. I don't complain, but bro, like it's crazy. I don't like being next to strangers like that, man, because I'm not a germaphobe, but if this guy sneezes or coughs or something, it's gonna be like right on me if he sneezes or coughs, bro. And I can't do it, man. I can't do that. I can't do it, bro. But here, once you get outside of America, the lounges are spacious. They have better food. And it's probably because like the majority of the population in these countries can't access these lounges, but when you're in America, the majority of our population are able to access the lounges if they know about it. So that's probably why the US lounges are constantly overcrowded, because if you come to Latin America, you can come any time of day for the most part. You just walk right in. But in America, it's going to be a wait for the most part, depending on what time you go. And then the food is always, for the most part, lackluster if you're not going to like a signature lounge, like a Centurion Lounge by American Express, or a Capital One Lounge, or a Chase Sapphire Lounge. Typically, if you go to one of those lounges that are actually supported by the credit card issuer, those lounges tend to be nicer. They tend to have showers. But when you go to like some off-brand lounge, like the Club, for instance, the Club, they have a whole bunch of lounges all around the US. And bro, I will only go there if that's my only option. Otherwise, if this is a better option, I'm not going there, because they're building a Capital One Lounge in Vegas, along with a Chase Sapphire Lounge too. And I'll go more into depth with that on a further live stream. I actually have it planned. I may even do it in Salvador or Rio. But when it comes to lounges, bro, and you travel at least once or twice a year, get yourself that Capital One Venture X card, man. If you got decent credit, above like a 700, 720, if you have decent credit, man, get that Venture X credit card by Capital One, and make sure you're able to spend like 4K in 3 months, so you can set the 75,000 point bonus, and you can use those points to travel for free, or damn near free. and I'm gonna give you guys some sauce on that live stream as well about how to spend those points the most effectively and get the maximum worth out of it. There's a website that I use that you guys will see. You can fly business class for like 100,000 points or even 80,000 points, and you can fly halfway across the world and only pay like taxes. Taxes ended up being like 50 or 60 bucks, and you could fly business class using points. Yeah, stay tuned, man. If you're not subscribed, man, you gotta subscribe, bro. Got some sauce I'm about to drop, man. Y'all have no idea what's coming. Along with the travel vlogs too, I still got like 3 or 4 vlogs to edit from Mexico to release. And then I'm doing Brazil, and then I'm doing a secret city after Brazil. Bro, come on, man. Come on, man. The channel about to blow up, bro. I promise you. And the reason why I haven't been posting often is because I'm working on these vlogs to make sure that they're entertaining and they're just not like stitched together and there's like no story to it, right? I want my vlogs to actually tell a story and for them to be entertaining. So it takes a little bit more time to kind of edit those vlogs and also put graphics with it, voiceovers if necessary, and add any additional information there too, because there are a lot of YouTubers that just like they just take their clips from their camera, they just put them in a timeline in the editor and they hit export. That's it. They don't really put the effort in to edit their videos, do quality voiceovers, add music, add graphics. They don't take the time to do that. And sometimes, hey, it hits the algorithm and those videos do well. But I want to actually tell a story and provide you guys a quality content. So that actually does take a little bit more time to complete. Man, I need some more water, man. I've been talking for an hour and a half at this point. My headache is gone, so I may actually get some wine. Get some Chardonnay if we got some Chardonnay here. I wonder. What's going on in this crazy world, man? Oh, excuse me. Here I go again, man. Here I go again. Yawning in the middle of the day. I gotta go grab another coffee, man. Because the first one's already gone. I just got the cafe con leche. Oh, man. Pause with the biceps kind of biceping over here, man. Oh, man. Can't believe y'all actually watched me on, bro. Just can't wait to get to Salvador. I can't wait to get to Salvador and meet my cousins, meet my brothers and sisters out there, meet versions of my parents out there. I want to see my doppelganger out there. Yo, I can't wait. So I'm actually looking more forward to going to Salvador de Bahia than I am to go to Rio. That may be like foreshadowing because I may change my opinion afterwards. But right now, I'm geeked. I'm excited to get to Salvador. I'm really excited to get to Salvador to see and experience the culture. Because after watching like Woda Maya's videos from when he went to Salvador, and then watching, I think her name is Angelica something, and Angelica Malia or something like that. But also watching her video about Salvador and watching a lot more other YouTubers go to Salvador and have a terrific time and explore the African culture out there. That is what I want to do. I want to get deep in the weeds and really, really get to the root and the root of the culture and experience. And I want to film that for you guys to show you that what these other YouTubers are showing on YouTube, what these other YouTubers are showing about Salvador, it's true. It's true. What am I said? This is Africa outside of Africa. I wanna see it for myself. Of course, you guys are gonna be coming with me. And that's what I love, man. I love experiencing different cultures, especially when it's a culture that I have not experienced yet. So I've had like African culture in America, so like African American culture, but true African culture from Africa, I've never experienced it outside of like my Nigerian or my Ethiopian friends. That's it. So to be going to a part of a different country, a foreign country, that it will be hard to discern their culture from African culture. I'm down. Let's go. Down. Let's see. Chats are still open, y'all. If y'all want to ask questions or have any comments or concerns, let me know. I'm gonna actually take a nap, man. Low key, I need a power nap. I may just wait to get on the flight to do it. I still don't know if my flight is delayed or not, or canceled. By the way, that flight board's looking. Excuse me, y'all. Okay, let's see. I think we'll probably end the live pretty soon, man. Unless y'all want to ask more questions. It can literally be about anything. I lived a whole lot of life, guys. So I have a lot of experience in a lot of fields. So if you guys got questions about health, wealth, women, relationships, I'm here. I've been through a lot of it, man. I've been through an engagement, been through relationships, been through it all, man. I've gotten over it all too. You know, been through it, went through it, and I got over it. So if you're going through something right now, as far as like a breakup or something, I'll be real with you. I'll tell you how to get over it in a very constructive way. So not like destroying yourself to get over that person, like constructive way. So let me know. I really do miss doing my live stream reactions on the channel, man. So upset that YouTube doesn't want me to do those anymore. Oh my gosh. That buffet line just packed up again. I was just gonna get some food, bro, and the food's not even that good. That's the funny part. There's not even that much food up there. What are they getting? Like, what are they eating? I don't know if there's enough people to do a poll, but you guys can just chat it in if you want to, or leave a comment if you're watching this on the replay. Like, what do you guys want to see more on the channel? What interests you more? Do you like more travel vlogs? Do you like informational live streams? Like, I've been doing like how to learn a new language as a live stream, or do you guys like more like the travel vlogs to watch? I'm doing both to kind of see which one does better on the channel. But I think you guys will get a nice little piece of diversity of content because it's all travel related, right? So learning a new language is travel related because you typically want to learn the basics of a language if you're going to a foreign country before you go. And then when you're there, you also want to know what to do in that particular country or city. So I think having both of those things on the channel at the same time, especially like people learning, like myself learning Portuguese, doing a live stream about learning a different language with a focus on Portuguese, and then going to Brazil, showing you guys what to do in Salvador, what to do in Rio, so you guys can kind of watch it as like a package deal, and like a series, right? So you can watch it from top to bottom and be like, wow, I should learn Portuguese. This is what I do in Salvador. This is what I do in Rio. This is how I get around. This is the lounge in Brazil that I know I can go shower at or get food at. So I think it's like a series, like it's a complete holistic package for each country that I go to or each city. So I hope you guys really do enjoy it. But if you guys want to see more of something, let me know either in the chat if you're watching live or if you're watching on the replay. Let me know in the comments. I would love to diversify my content so it'll help you guys out when you guys travel. All right, man, I think I'm gonna be ending the stream unless y'all have any more questions, bro. We'll leave it going for like maybe 3 more minutes so we can hit an hour and 45 minutes. Then I'm about to go get some coffee and more food, man. Then I'm about to head out. Like the SpongeBob meme. All right, it's time to head out. Yeah. I think we hit a lot of topics on this live stream, man. We hit pop the balloon. We got how to do. I'm just going through the chats here. My bad. I'm just going through the chats. We know what the biggest city in the Americas is. The biggest city in the Americas is the city I'm in right now in Sao Paulo. Yeah, pop the balloon. How to do Fahrenheit to like Celsius conversion. We talked about the upcoming trips I have in 2025, which is Africa, and I named the countries earlier in the stream where I'm going to, and Thailand. Those two will be the big trips of next year. I'm going to use up all my PTO from my day job to go to those countries. Cape Town, Kenya, Thailand, and no BBLs in Africa. Dude, I think we went through a lot, man. Nomad Capitalist too. Nomad Capitalist. If you guys aren't already tuned in to Nomad Capitalist, his YouTube channel, it's sensational, man. He'll really motivate you to go get that second citizenship or that residency to have that put in your back pocket, just in case your primary country goes awry and things go wrong, bro. Like I'm telling you, get a second passport or a residency. It's gonna really be useful in the future, because you never know what's gonna happen in the US, especially after that election, man. Got people threatening to leave the country. I'm like, nah, you ain't leaving the country, bro. You ain't even got the resources to leave your state. Talk about leaving the country. Talking about women in Brazil. Talk about Ghana, owning property in Ghana. Talk about the Japanese population in Sao Paulo. Lebanese and Nigerians being everywhere. The food here, the diversity of women. Do I plan to visit DR? We went through everything, bro. What other type of YouTuber does live streams like this? High production quality, actual tangible value being given, and it being done in a clear, concise manner. Like, what other YouTuber will do that for you and answer your questions on the spot from the top of the dome? I can't name that many, right? And be real with you. So if you're not already subscribed, man, just getting the value of the travel live streams alone, especially with my travel credit card live stream coming up. That's going to be so much value and sauce, man. You guys have no idea. Some of these cards will help you go to places that you would have never thought you could afford to go to or ever experience. And I'll show you guys how to do it step by step. But you got to make sure you're subscribed and be on the lookout for that live stream because it's coming. But yeah, man. Your boy is still in Sao Paulo, Brazil, going to Salvador in the next hour. But I appreciate everybody jumping into the live. We had a few folks in here. And yeah, like I said, if you're not already following me on Instagram at Trippin with J with an extra J at the, an extra Y at the end, that you guys can see right here. So go follow me there. That's where I post a lot of content before it either goes live on YouTube, or I'll post stuff that's exclusive to Instagram. Because if you're in a particular country or you're in a particular city and you want to link up, get a drink, Instagram is the best way to reach out to me, and we can all get connected. So go follow me on Instagram if you're not already following me, and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. And if you are shopping with Amazon, the description box below this video, you can click on any one of those Amazon links. You don't have to buy the product, but just click on the link, continue your shopping, and that goes to support the channel as well. I get a little bit of a commission off of whatever purchase you make on Amazon. You don't pay any extra on the products that you shop for, but any product you buy using the links below through Amazon goes to support the channel. So I really do appreciate you guys' support so far on that front as well. So with that, gotta bid you guys adieu. I'll see you guys in Salvador de Bahia, and then Rio, and then after Rio, it's a special city. You guys will be pleasantly surprised. But my name is Jay. You've been Trippin with Jay. I really do appreciate you guys tuning into the live stream, even on the replay. Thanks for watching us all the way through. Stay tuned for that live stream about the credit cards as well, guys. It's going to be very, very value filled. But I'll see you guys soon. Peace.